look at those things. Okay, the perfect air fryer roast potato. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we are doing the ultimate crispy air fryer potatoes, roast potatoes. Nice, easy recipe. And this has come around because people keep asking about using baking soda, which is on the channel, you know. You can boil with baking soda to release the starches on the outside of the potato, which helps fluffy it up, and you can make fantastic roast potatoes. However, some have been saying, I can taste baking soda. We're going to do it a different way. Same trick as the chips, little different cook, and we're going to do it differently. We're going to add a different ingredient to two lots of roast potatoes and compare the difference. There you go. In here, potatoes. Okay, so the ultimate goal of a roast potato is to have a nice crispy outside and a nice fluffy inside. We all agree on that. Potatoes, this is where people don't agree. Every potato boils, mashes, roasts, but they all do it differently. Now, if you want to take your time to go find Morris Pipers, King Edwards, Yukon Gold, whatever you prefer, you waste your time doing it. Where I live, there ain't none of that. So if I want a roast potato, I roast any potato. If I want mash, same, etc. In here, potatoes. What are they? I have no idea. Okay. So all we're going to do is cut them up for roasties. So it's a straightforward one. Cut them to whichever size roastie you want, but try and keep them all the same. Common sense, yeah? Come on. So we're going to do something like that, look. Okay? I'm going to chuck it in here. And then I'm going to put that water in there. We're not going to waste it, yeah? So here we go. So why are we using an air fryer? Because an air fryer delivers fantastic results on roast potatoes. You can do it any which way you want. You know, if you want to put it in the oven, put it in the oven, yeah? We got our potatoes, we've cubed them up how we want. I'm just going to use this water. Might have to add a bit more actually. We want cold water in there. And when I say cold, I don't mean get it out of the fridge or anything like that. We're going to chuck in some salt. There you go. So now we've got salted water with our potatoes. Flame on. We're going to boil these 8 to 10. And when we say boil them 8 to 10, it's 8 to 10 from when they boil, not now. We've had about 7 minutes on here. What you can do, you know, here comes another little tip. You don't have to do this, but if you put a little bit of turmeric in there, look, that's only on the end of that spoon. You put a little bit of that in there, you will have yellow potatoes. Nice yellow potatoes. Entirely up to you. You don't have to do it. That is just like a commercial type tip to have yellow potatoes. I just thought I'd throw that in just in case somebody wants to have the perfect yellow potato. There you go. Okay, we want the flame off. We've had about 8 minutes. We have to drain. There you go. We've got our spuds draining in there. Let's get rid of this. So we're just going to give them just a couple of minutes just to air dry. Take off that steam. We want to have a nice edge on the potatoes. Now we want to split these potatoes into 2 bowls because we're going to cook it 2 different ways. Well, it's the same way, but two different ingredients. Now what we're going to do is split these into here, and we're going to give them a shake each in the bowl. Rough up the edges. We're going to lean over there and put half the potatoes in one and in the other. And we're only guesstimate, we're not weighing this, come on. Okay, fluff them up. That is all it is. Look at that edge on there. Super duper. Look at that, fabulous. Same with this one. Now, I'm actually using two bowls. You could just do this straight in the pan that you've been boiling it in. But you know, we're going to do this two different ways, like I say, so we need two different things. There you go. Look at those. Fluffed up, beautiful on the outside. You use veg oil, beef dripping, duck fat, goose fat. Up to you. This is rice bran oil. What a little bit in there. What a little bit in there. Of course we do. Looks about the same. I'm just going to do that. So we coat those in the oil. Side by side, here we go. I'm using rosemary salt. Rosemary salt on the channel. Now this just saves on adding rosemary, dried rosemary, at the end. So we want a little bit of rosemary salt going in there. A little bit in there. That's going to give us some fabulous rosemary salted flavour. That means we don't have to use salt. I am going to do a little bit of pepper, only a little bit. Garlic powder. All these flavourings are my choice. This is not the one ingredient that we are going to add to change up our air fried potatoes. We just want a little bit of flavour in there, you know, because there's going to be somebody moan like they did with the chips. Oh, you used 10 ingredients and completely missed the point of using the one ingredient. So we'll have a little bit of that in there. That's onion powder. And we're going to flavour them up, okay? We've got a little bit of dried thyme. And now you can just do that a second, like that. So we got that lovely little bit of coating going on there. Here comes the ingredient. The one ingredient. This one is potato starch. And we're going in with about a tablespoon. This one is corn starch, corn flour. And we're going to do the same. There you go. We're equal on everything. We're just proving it works with both, you know, because people were saying, I can't get potato starch. I can only get corn starch. So let's do it with both, eh? There you go. We stand even. We want an air fryer. Potato starch, corn starch. So here we go then. We're going to put the potato starch on the bottom in there. Like that. Whack that in there. We're going to put the corn starch, corn flour on the top. Oh, there might be a couple more potatoes in here. Fabulous. That'll be nice, and some bread. That goes in there. We're even. Okay, we got this. We got a dual basket air fryer. It's not a plug for the air fryer. Okay, it's not sponsored. Right, what we're going to do is switch it on. This is perfect for this type of experiment. It's got 2 baskets and we can match it. Okay, we're coming up to 200 degrees and we want the time setting for 20 minutes. Okay, and we're going to, it's synced because we've matched it. Okay, boom, we're on. It's cooking. And we are going to cook it for the 20 minutes and then we're going to shake, chuck it back in for about another 15. That gives a cook of about 30-35 minutes. Okay, there you go. That's our 20 minutes. Let's have a look, give them a shake. Look at those things. Eh? Beautiful. Oh, I can hear that. I'm back in there. Oh, these are cooking a bit more. It's because it's a smaller basket. So I'll have to keep an eye on those ones. In there. Right. We want 10 minutes this time. But we have to watch it. Obviously, this top basket being smaller than that one is cooking quicker than this one. Obvious, common sense. Okay, so we're on for 10 minutes. We're going to sync it up. They're both synced up. We're on. Now, we're going to have a look in 5 minutes, give it a shake around, have a look. If it's cooked, well, they are cooked now. We're just crisping over the top. And we'll just bring them out. Okay, we're coming down to 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I'm going to stop it. It don't need to be cooked anymore. There you go, we're on 5. We're going to pause, we're going to turn it off, and we're going to take them out. They've had equal time. So, out we come. Top one, corn flour, cornstarch. Look at those things. Fabulous. In there. Bottom one, potato starch. In there. Potato starch, cornstarch. Okay. Perfect crunchy potatoes. So we're going to treat them exactly the same. This is coarse sea salt. In there. On there. Now, you always season potatoes and things when they are hot. Listen to that. Listen to that. There you go. Same trick, using potato starch or corn flour, cornstarch. What are they like? Well, we're going to pile them up and we're going to try them. So we'll try them out of the bowl so they're not mixed. Okay, we know they're as crunchy as heck. They really are. Now these things are going to be hot, so let's grab a fork. Potato, any which one that you want, it doesn't matter. Break it open. We know we've got a crusty and we've got light, fluffy potato on the inside. Oh yeah. Now I'm not going to shove that in my mouth, it's too hot. I'll just put that there a minute. Same, crunchy on the outside, light, fluffy, ooh, hot potato on the inside. There you go. Okay, the perfect air fryer roast potato. This was the potato starch, look in there. Look how fluffy that is in there. Delicious. Ooh. Really delicious. And this was the cornstarch, corn flour. Look at that. Again, fluffy potatoes inside, crunchy skin. Amazing. So simple. There you go. comparing both corn flour, potato starch, is there a difference? Not really, they're all the same. It's down to what you can get hold of and what you can use. So yes, it works. And obviously, if you want them more oily, squirt more oil over as it's cooking, that's up to you. But the idea of the air fryer is to reduce the oil. There you go. I absolutely love roast potatoes. So there you go, down to choice, what you can get hold of. Perfect roast potatoes every time. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make roast potatoes in the air fryer. Everybody has their own way. This is an easy way, guaranteed results every time. Want them more oily, like I say, squirt more oil on there. Up to you. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Perfect every time.